Hello everyone, hope you're having a magical day today. Today is a very special day. This week I will hit 1 year on YouTube. And so I thought for this week's video, I would go through the top 10 things that I really enjoyed doing this year on YouTube. Starting with number 10, Czech Stop. So Czech Stop is a good place to stop. It's very good to get kolaches. That's what I've had there. I don't know about any other items, but they have other items, pastry items. And so Czech Stop is always a good stop to stop at and stretch your legs if you're on a trip, or if you live in that area, go get breakfast and bring it back to your house for your family. Man, Czech Stop is so good. Those kolaches were amazing. So going on to number 9. Number 9 is the Sea Life Aquarium. So the Sea Life Aquarium, it was very special to me. I'd never been to Sea Life Aquarium before, and the one that I went to was in Arlington. And I'll put all these descriptions in the link below, or the links in the description below. And so yeah, Sea Life Aquarium was awesome because I got to experience petting a starfish, which in biology in college I dissected a starfish. But it was really good to actually touch a live one and to learn how they live and different things in Sea Life Aquarium, trying to save the turtles and how you can save turtles. That was really awesome to notice. Number 7 is SeaWorld. Now SeaWorld means a lot to me. And so SeaWorld, when I go, I really, like I've said in the video, I really just go between two things. But I really like going to SeaWorld. I get to see different animals, and I love seeing the orcas and how the trainers get to train them. I think that's really amazing. I don't see anything personally wrong with that, because that's like training your dog. That's how I look at it. Now, I know that may be a controversial subject there, but that's personally how I look at it. I know that, SeaWorld does do conservation efforts, and I really appreciate SeaWorld for doing that. Going on to number 7. Number 7 is the zoo. The San Antonio Zoo, when I was younger, we would go to the zoo on field trips and stuff like that. And my grandparents would go with us and take us. And so the zoo is good for me to go to. Now, I haven't been in several years. So this year to go do that, plus on top of that, this is the first experience that I got to do for YouTube. I reached out to them, and for them to actually say, yes, you can come do this. Now this was really cool. I got to feed the turtles and the giraffes and the flamingos. You could do that on your own, but I got to do it behind the scenes tour type thing. And I had a one-on-one person with me, and that was amazing. Number 6 is the Dr. Pepper Museum. Now the Dr. Pepper Museum, if you know me, I love Dr. Pepper. So the Dr. Pepper Museum was really good. That was the first thing I ever did for YouTube. I mean, I did the smaller videos, but for actually to go out and do things around Texas, that was the first thing. And that was really neat to experience. I was enthused with it and got to see how they make Dr. Pepper and the history behind it, and man, it was really good. 23 flavors, that is amazing flavors there. Number 5 is the river. So the river for me is very personal, and again, I'll put the links down below. The river where my grandparents used to live, they've had it since I was about born, somewhere in there. And so for me, that is a place where we grew up. Now they just sold it this past year in June. When I really started doing YouTube, they had sold it. So to me, I miss it, and I'll look back on those videos and I can remember the memories that come back. So I really like going to the river. Number 4, the Nimitz Museum. Now the Nimitz Museum, I'm not a history person, so I thought, oh, this is gonna be really boring. But man, that reenactment show was amazing. Like, I can't even explain it. It was so good. You felt like you were there, but you knew you were going to be safe. So it was just wow. I mean, from the minute I walked in to the minute I left, I was in shock. And I really appreciate up in Fredericksburg how they did this, because they did play the national anthem, and that to me, you should play at everything that you go to, because that's, for those of y'all who are not in the country, is the U.S. national anthem, and that is very special to any country to have your song played. I also enjoyed the Nimitz Museum, the actual museum. There was so much to do. We spent about 4 hours there, and we passed through some of the exhibits just to hurry up on the time, but it was really good to go see and to experience, and I would love to go back just to go and see what we missed. Number 3, Abilene Winter Lightfest. Now Abilene, I lived in Abilene for a while, and Abilene never had anything like this until this past December in 2019, and I hope they continue to do this. And so if they do, y'all should go check it out if you're ever in the area. Abilene is very hometown. There's about 10,000 people, maybe more now, probably a lot more now, but it's a college town, and so for them to do something like this, it was really cool to look up and see all those Christmas lights everywhere, and the snow, the fake snow. Abilene does get snow, but this was actually fake snow, or called Snope. And I just really enjoyed getting to stand there, and the first time I ever saw snow was at Disney, so it brought back even memories from Disney. Number 2 is Zingers. Zingers is really amazing. It's a place to go. It's kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyways? And I went with some friends. They had been several times before, and I'm like, what's this all about? Like, I don't understand. They keep talking about it, and I'm like, I just don't get why you're going. Like, it didn't sound appealing to me. But once I went, it was hilarious. They do a lot of audience participation, so we all got to go up on stage except for my friend's wife, and that was okay because she really didn't want to, and it was just really good to go and do. Had a lot of fun, enjoyed it. We got to laugh and cry. No, I didn't cry, but we got to laugh and enjoy the time that we were there. And my number 1 thing to do was Bluebell Ice Cream Creameries. Now, that is in Brenham, Texas, and I got to go back. I got to go when I was very young in Boy Scouts, and I don't even remember how long ago that was. I don't remember anything about it. I know it was over 20 years ago though. And so to go back 20 years later ish, and to experience it. When I was in Boy Scouts, we actually got to tour the grounds and actually go down where they make the ice cream and see. I did ask, they don't do that anymore, but that was really, you can go on the observation deck and look, and that was really good to go look. You can't record behind there, so I didn't get any footage unfortunately, but man, it was really neat to see how they actually make the ice cream, and the tubes of ice cream coming down, the empty tubes coming down to fill them up and all. That was really neat. And then of course you get to go and buy ice cream. It's a big scoop of ice cream for $1, and there's like 15 flavors you get to choose from. It was really good. I would highly suggest going there. It is free to go and do, except for, you know, the ice cream part. But it was really amazing to go back and go see what I kind of grew up on a long time ago. And so with that, that was my top 10 things that I did for YouTube, or because of YouTube, in this year. My first year of being on YouTube, and I've had an amazing year so far doing this. And with that, I hope you have a very magical day.